Hey everyone, welcome to our channel, and today we are going to show you how to make these fun little fabric bows. We're going to start with our cotton fabric. We'll link everything in the description below so you can easily get to it, and we're going to be using our sewing machine, our mini little iron from Cricut, and I think that's it, so let's get started. Okay. All right, to start, we're going to take our cotton fabric. We're using our Strawberry Delight cotton fabric today, and we're going to line it up and cut a 3-inch wide piece of fabric by 15-inch. So that gives us a little sewing room, and then when we fold it in half and sew it, it'll bring us down to about 1.5 inches. So we'll have a good, nice strip for our bow. All right. So I have a 3-inch, and then I'm going to cut it down to 15-inch. So right now, let's see, I've got my measurement. So I just need to cut off about 1 inch. All right. And then I'll show you what to do next. All right, we're going to take our fabric, our 3-inch by 15-inch strip, and we are going to fold it inside out. So it's kind of facing, and you just want to make sure your the edges are lined up. And then we're just gonna get, if you have an iron, you can use an iron. I just use my little mini heat press from Cricut. And we're just gonna press that down. Make sure you get a nice, even, crisp edge like that. All right, so after you iron it, you're just gonna wanna put a few pins in. And I just put one at the top side and one at the bottom, or the end. And then what I do next is I'm going to fold it in half so I know right where my center is. So about right here, and I'm going to put a pin there. That way I know where to stop for my opening when I'm sewing. So this just reminds me that this is the center. So I know I can like leave an opening about that so I can flip it inside out. All right. All right, after everything is pinned, you're just going to fold it again in half. And you're going to want to trim your edges down at an angle just so they come out even. All right, next we're just going to take our strip and we are going to sew the edges. We're going to start at the end, just like this. And you want to make sure that this edge is lined up with your sewing foot. So you're just going to put it right there and go ahead and stitch it up. Do a back stitch. All right, right here, you're just gonna twist it around, and you're gonna, same thing, you're gonna make sure that this lines up with this. You can take your pin out. The fabric doesn't move that much, so you're good. Just kind of hold it as you go. All right, so this is my center, so I want to stop here. I'm going to do a back stitch just to close it up, and it's about 1/2 inch away from where I pinned. Do a back stitch. And what I'm going to do right here is I'm just going to lift this, and I'm going to pull gently, and then I'm going to start sewing again about 1/2 inch past where my pin was. So that way it leaves me about 1 inch opening to be able to turn it inside out and then iron everything down when we're finished here. So then you just start stitching again, back stitch. All right, so right about here is where I'm going to stop, and I'm just going to turn it, and you can kind of see how far out it's coming, so I still want to just stitch a little bit more just to keep it even. Actually, let me put my needle down so I can twist it without it moving. All right, and then we're just gonna finish this up. And back stitch. All right, so you're just gonna wanna trim your threads off. And make sure you pull out your center pin, and you're just gonna cut right where there is thread here, just to kind of make it easier for you to pull it through. And we're just gonna flip it inside out. You can use like a pin or something to kind of push it through. My scissors don't have like a super sharp end, so I'm just gonna use these. They're pointed, but they're not like gonna pierce through the fabric. You just kind of want to get those points out. All right, and then the other side, same thing. Okay, so you're just going to iron down your bow strip, kind of get everything nice and flat and straight. And this little center where you left open, all you got to do is iron it. It doesn't even show because that's going to get tied up when you tie your bow. Okay, so now that we have our bow strip, we are going to tie it. So I'm going to show you guys how to tie it onto a nylon headband and then also how to add a clip. So we'll just do two different ways. So you're going to fold it in half, and then you're going to fold the top side back to the end, flip it, and then just do the same thing. Make sure all your ends are even, and you're just going to wrap it. So you pinch two, wrap it around, and you're going to just pull it through. And then what you want to do here to make sure everything stays even is grab these two ends, so this top one and this, with your thumb and your finger, and then you're going to get your finger in here, and you're just going to gently pull the back end of this. You're tugging on this part to pull your center together. Okay, so this is how you this is how you tie it. I should have added the nylon headband, but what we'll do is we'll do the clip first. Just gently tie. You can kind of scoot your center around and just kind of adjust it to make it look even on all sides. And then to add our clips. So what I recommend for your bows, like once you tie them, it's always a good idea to just put a dab of glue right in the center, like pick it up wherever your center is, pick it up and put a dab of glue in here, then close it back up, and then you can slide your clip on, and then I would also recommend gluing it as well, just so nothing comes undone while you are actually, while someone's actually wearing it. You don't want it to come undone, so you want everything to stay in place. So you slide your clip, and then I would just put a little glue here and a little glue right here. Okay, so now I'm going to show you how to tie the fabric strip onto a nylon headband. So you're just going to fold it over just like you did for the clip. And before you tie it, what you want to do is you want to grab your nylon headband and just place it right down the center like that. And then you're going to tie, everything else is going to be the same exact thing. You're just going to have your bow on there. All right, same thing, grab the two ends. Let's see if I can get my hand, there we go. And then gently pull in there. And same thing if you don't want it coming undone or falling off of your little headband, you just put a little dab of glue. And for this one, I wouldn't necessarily glue the back. I would just glue underneath the top so it doesn't come undone. And same type of thing. Okay, so this makes about a 3-inch bow, and that's it. It's super simple to make. And if you wanted it longer or bigger or wider, you would just adjust your sizing that way. So much for watching today, and if you enjoyed seeing our tutorial, be sure to subscribe to our channel. Also, if you're not following on social media, we're on Instagram, Facebook, Pinterest, all the places, so be sure to follow. And I think that's it. Have a great day.